Hey y'all, hey, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to do a rod set, and we're using the Hydrating Vitamin Curl Mousse from Bask Bloom. Y'all have seen me do perm rod sets, many times because that's one of my favorite styles to do. But here's another tutorial. I'm just gonna give a few tips on how to achieve a great perm rod set. So first and foremost, you want to make sure you are saturating the section with mousse. I typically use about 1.5 pumps or so of mousse on each section to make sure the section is fully saturated, and then I brush the product through as well. Secondly, you want to make sure that you're using small sections when you're rolling the hair on the roller. This ensures that the hair is smooth on the roller. It's not bunching up, it's not curly still, it's not frizzy. So you'll get the best results when you make sure your hair is smooth on the roller. Another tip, also making sure you detangle the section before you actually start to roll the hair on the roller as well, because again, that helps the hair to be able to be smooth around the roller so you can have maximum results. So here is a closer view of what I am doing. I know you might have not been able to see what I was doing in the back section, but as you see, I'm making sure the full hair is saturated from root to tip with the mousse, and I have a small section of hair to roll on the roller, and I am holding the roller very tautly and tight to ensure that the hair is smooth around the roller. That is the most important part of this, so you can make sure your curls come out correctly. I know there's a different technique to roll the hair on the rollers. That technique is a little difficult for me to do, but even if you do your hair that way, or roll the rollers around your hair that way, you still would want to make sure that the hair is smooth on the rollers. So again, making sure that hair is pulled tautly as you're rolling the hair around the roller, and then you're securing it right there at the base of the scalp to make sure the roller is tight and is not moving around. So it's next day. I sit underneath the dryer for about 3 hours. Usually that's enough time for me to make sure my hair is all the way dry. You do want to make sure you sit under a dryer for this. You don't want to air dry. Drying time just depends on your hair, the thickness of your hair, and all of that. Also depends on your roller size. I know if I use smaller rollers, I don't typically have to sit under the dryer for that long. So yeah, you want to make sure you sit underneath the dryer to make sure your hair is fully dry before you take down the rollers, because that also will ensure that you have maximum results. Just because if your hair is still wet and you're taking down the rollers, it's not going to be good, sis. So make sure your hair is completely dry. Alright, so I'm using the herbal infused hair and scalp oil to help separate my curls. Just going to use a little bit to, rub it on my curls to try to eliminate as much frizz as I can. And I'm going to separate each curl about once or twice, depending on the size of the curl. And then this helps to eliminate frizz, as I previously said. And I try to separate as, you know, where the curl kind of naturally separates. But you can separate as much as you want or as little as you want. It's totally up to you, totally your preference. But this is just kind of how I like to do mine. So that's kind of it. After I finish separating the curls, sometimes I do take my pick and like lift at the roots, and sometimes I don't. It just kind of depends on how I'm feeling. But you can take your pick and just do a little lift at the roots if you want a little bit more volume. And if not, you can just leave it as is after you're finished separating. Again, all comes down to preference, because sometimes I do it, sometimes I don't. And I think in this instance, I did take my pick and pick the front of my hair, just because my hair is a little long in the front and I just didn't want it covering my eyes and such. So I did do a little pick lifting in the front, and then I put a little bobby pin in the front too, also just because my hair is kind of long. So that's it. Y'all see the curls. Make sure you check out Bask Bloom and get y'all some products. You can use my code Jessica15 for some coins off your purchase. I'll leave all of that information in the description box. Bye.